not getting better. I'm lying down, I'm in that room we used to share together. Where are you now? Are you okay? I'm not. Things ain't the same without you. It ain't the same without you. I've tried to keep my head up, taking one day at a time, but you cut deep, you leave a mark, you're latching on my mind. And every time I try to meet someone I see, they're not the same, not like you. There's only one just like you. Not like you. Only you. Things ain't the same without you. It ain't the same without you. Got diamond hair and you know you're rocking. You pass people stand and they know you got it on. You walk away now. Things ain't the same without you. It ain't the same without you. Truth is I so care. In those beds you're rocking used to be me there, but you got to watch me fall. All I can say is it ain't the same without you. There's only one just like you. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty more who got the looks just like you, but none compared to who you are. It's just the inside of you. You so damn good you can't be real. You are. It's never the same without you. All of it's pain without you. Do you remember what I asked you on our first encounter? If you'll be mine, you'll make the sunshine in my life glow brighter. That light is that you took it on. Nothing but dark without you. There's only one just like you. Got diamond hair and you know you're rocking. You pass people stand and they know you got it on. You walked away now. Things ain't the same without you. It ain't the same without you. Truth is I so care. In those beds you're rocking used to be me there, but you got to watch me fall. All I can say is it ain't the same without you. There's only one just like you. It ain't the same without you. There's only one just like you. I see you in the corner. You got all the right moves. You turn into the groove all the time. What an honor. It's a show that never ends. The lions in the den and the lamb. Take a look, what a harmless, tender and mild. What an innocent child. But deep down under the surface, under the ground, lies a different style. The lions and the deceivers. You can fool me all you want, but I won't let you into my. Like coming down with a fever. Try to sell me all you can, but I won't let you into my head.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a place where we haven't been before, which is apparently time and space. Hi, I'm Pia Kenny USA, aka RT Studios, your production Time Lord specialist. I don't know, something. Production human. Yes, we'll go with that. Let me bring in the rest of our cast to have them introduce themselves, not their characters. And yeah. Let me just quickly do this. How are you guys?
Well,
Good.
I'm
Yep.
good. I
Yep.
mean, oh. Does this mean that we all get to travel in the TARDIS? I've done that before. With other friends.
I don't know what a TARDIS is.
Oh, it's well, it's a little. It's
It is a little complicated. I'm gonna let you explain that because Kobold brain.
I mean, I know someone told me that I was supposed to show up here and bash some skulls in with Cox's carbine. Okay, where are the skulls? They need to be bashed.
We're not bashing skulls. Oh boy. Hello, people. Are you? There we go.
Yep. It may be a little bit laggy on my end, but yeah. Also, you may see my forehead because I have a new camera pointed this way, which is weird, but whatever. So you'll be seeing my forehead a lot, folks. Unfortunately. We're trying something new.
My thingy went out.
Your feed went out, yes. Let me reset it.
Why did my feed go out?
because reasons.
Because reasons, yes. I understand that.
Refresh feed. That is a... Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're having some temporal shenanigans going on with the inner workings of whatever we're in.
Okay. Yay!
Yes. All right. Well, hello everyone. I'm PA Kenny USA, AKRT Studios. I am Patrick Kenny, as you can see on the bottom of my screen. I play a... well, we'll find out later, but I'm playing a very fun character. And I'm going to pass it over that way to our very hot singer person, someone.
Hi, I am Katie Wynn, and yeah, it's not untrue.
Trust me, they may look that hot in real life. I don't know. Something. Well, we'll just go with the flow. All right. And I believe we have a Time Master sitting in a chair.
Yes. Yes, you do. Hi, people. I am your wonderful Time Master. Which, what a way to say that. Trisha Welsh. And I got this idea because I have the fantastic book from Cubicle 7. They decided to do a thing called Doctors and Daleks using the 5e set. I'm going to show it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yep.
Basically, it's Doctor Who using the Dungeons and Dragons rule set. And this is for people who still know something about Dungeons and Dragons, but want to kind of get their foot in the door for other game systems. And this is a good way to kind of bridge the two, because there is a game system for Doctor Who. It's in its second edition. And it's done very differently than what most people do. Now, I am going to get out some dice. I've already got a couple of things of dice.
I did not bring my dice, so I will have my virtual. If that's acceptable from the Time Master.
That is acceptable.
Got dice.
You've got dice.
I have nowhere to roll the physical dice because my entire desk is occupied by all my equipment, so.
That's fine. Hello, Lemon! How are we doing today?
Hey, welcome in, Lemon. How did you
Hello,
get
hello
here?
there.
Did
He went through the door.
oh, that door? Wait,
Yes.
there was a door there? I didn't see that earlier.
Yeah. Of course there's a door there.
That's kind of the point.
There's always been a door there. Did you not notice?
All I notice is the 6 people standing in the corner ominously, and I'm gonna
but
go
w-
deal with those right now. Takes Carbine and walks off.
Hey. No blasty.
I will never understand the need for barbarians.
Anyway, because I don't think we have an actual opening. That's
Not yet, I would think.
Yes. Also, thank you, Lemon, for 28,
28
months.
months? Oh, 28 months. That is a testament. Okay.
Sorry, there was a weird sound that played twice, so I don't know why that was, but whatever.
You're fine.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little annoying, but okay, I'll turn the volume down on that.
Yes, let's do some timey shenanigans.
Yes.
Wait, see where
All right.
I write my information.
Yes. So, while the Time Master is getting set up and situated, anything else we need to do, Time Master?
I found it.
Okay.
I found the thing that I was looking for. It also has
Yeah.
lots of other things written on there.
Yes.
Using it as scratch paper.
Mm-hmm.
No. Actually, I found the thing that I was looking for. You both have your characters. I have my...
And
Character?
I believe we're all set. We'll be right back after a little surprise. Stay tuned. Hold on. Welcome back, everyone. Hope we arrived safely, wherever we are.
did. Wherever you are.
And now,
So, and now,
we begin. Go ahead.
yes. We start where most of these stories start. With a once upon a time. Time is very, very twibbly wobbly.
More like a rug than a yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So, we start. I am going to roll.
It was a bad time to mind blank on the Doctor Who versus Doc Brown rap.
For great Scott.
There's
We
an
will
infinite
start-
number of me simultaneously kicking your ass with rhyme.
We start with Tress. Where are you right now?
Probably on Earth somewhere.
Where on Earth? Are you in England?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
it makes the most sense.
It does make the most sense. Where in England?
Probably, probably the West End of London, where all the artists stay.
Okay, that's fair. And what are you doing?
Probably just showing up to, I don't know, probably play a club or something.
Okay. That is fair. Okay, so you're showing up to play in a club. I will come up with the name of said club and then write that down because we may need to use it later.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
She does make a pit stop, say hi to Unit.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, why don't we start there? Because that's because me trying to come up with a name for a
That's
club is
fair.
yeah. So you have gone to Unit, and there is Kate Stewart. She has met you as you're coming to the Unit building.
Mm-hmm.
She takes one looks at you and goes, my dear, I understand. I'm glad that you're coming to visit us and to check in like you were asked to. But why do you have to look like that? You look like...
Like I'm about to perform a show. Because I am.
Yes.
Come on. Katie, don't be like that.
Yes, I know. You are coming in to check in like we asked you to. Because we need to know where you are at most times. And so then you can get a report, although you don't do that sort of thing. You just tend to perform and then go about your business. You don't tend to...
Well, of course. I have no need to go traipsing around the galaxy. There are others.
That is true. There are others. Recently, I saw him. Them.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Still a him, huh?
Yeah.
Fortunate.
Well, we were dealing with something. It's very interesting. And then
Oh.
then he split in two?
Okay. At first you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
Yes, well, we were dealing with the Celestial Toy Maker, if you know who that is. Yeah, I kind of figured she might. And then he decided that he was going to use his big gun and shoot it at him. And then, well, he regenerated, but he regenerated into two completely different people. He still was him, and then there was another him. And they did look alike.
That's that's weird. I don't remember that in any of my health classes.
It was weird to us too. They defeated the Celestial Toymaker, and then one stayed here with Donna, and the rest of them. yes, it is. And the other one hopped into their TARDIS and is exploring the world. I hope to see that one again. You're right.
Well then.
That's what happened to Unit recently. But what has been going on with you? I mean, other than you doing your performing job, anything else that's been going on?
I learned something.
Mm.
Don't ever do a show on Santara.
Yeah, that would be not good.
Oh no, they were quite exuberant about the show. It was the level with which their exuberance turned into wholesale destruction.
And you had to vacate very quickly.
Yes.
That is understandable. Just keep an eye out for weird stuff, and if you see any weird stuff, you know how to contact us.
I do kind of need this clarification.
Mm.
Weird for me or weird for humans?
Kind of both.
Well, that's just a really large net.
It is. I mean, what we consider weird is not the same thing as what you would consider weird, but what you consider weird, we would probably consider terrifying.
That's accurate.
So
I feel one cosmic storm would send you all back into the Stone Age. No offense.
none taken.
So, anyway, like I said, I stopped by there. Oh, I did change the license plate on my vehicle.
Oh, and no longer. So what does it say now?
Number 1 star.
That fits you. Well, I hope you have a good show. One of these times, one of these times I'm going to come in and actually catch it. It seems like every time I get the chance, I have day off to go catch one of your shows, you're either not there or something else comes up.
Well, how about this?
Mm.
You have my phone number.
I do.
Next time you have a day off, give a call. I'll show up and we'll do a show.
Sounds wonderful.
You forgot I could actually travel exactly where you want me to be, don't you? Didn't you?
Did you have to remind me? I mean, I have to deal it from him. I have to deal it from you, too.
I'm less cocky about it than he is.
That's true.
Fun fact.
Mm.
His is stolen and broken.
But it has a certain je ne sais quoi about it.
As much as a police box can, I suppose.
And granted, it doesn't blend in, but At least you know it's coming. It's been like that for...
I know. I know. Anyway, I will see you later.
Yes. And with that, Kate Stewart turns around and... You've noticed that you've never actually walked into Unit. This conversation would happen outside of Unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half of it makes me think it's because Joe is inside.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
she'll turn around, get back in her bus, and neat.
And off you go. I've just been, while we've been nattering, I've been looking for a cool name here. Some of them were really silly. I'm trying to find something that would be up this particular person's alley. I would
That-
love,
What?
I would love to call it that. The Super Ducks. As
Jesus.
no, I'm not. It's just, it was something that just popped up in the random. I'm not calling it that. No, not that one. The good thing about generators is you can keep hitting the little button and it keeps popping up names.
Yeah.
You get to something that you actually want to say on stream.
That's fair.
The upset ponies.
Although I would like to point out my goal of keeping her species hidden lasted 10 seconds.
Well, I will say this: the people that you perform when you do the club don't know that you're that.
That's fair.
The people that do know that you're that are people like
Hey, yeah.
it's like Unit.
Yep.
Unit knows who you are, but part
Unit,
of the
Torchwood.
yeah, but Unit is one of these things that you made a deal with them, is that you help them out kinda with some of their problems, like with advice, and then they don't spoil what you are to like the mass of people.
Advice and PR.
Yeah, advice and PR. I've got it. The Fantastic Dragon Pub.
Sure.
Because we're in England and most things are pubs, so.
That's fair.
So you go to the Fantastic Dragon Pub. And you walk in, and it's your typical modern English pub. There's a bar, there's a bartender, there are tables and chairs. You know for a fact that like on every Thursday they have a trivia night, which that's one of the nights that you don't perform, but you do like to pop in every once in a while and giggle at the questions that they ask on trivia night.
Because most of them are wrong.
Yeah, most of them are wrong. Yeah. You don't ever participate in that, because the last time you tried to participate, they all kind of looked at you funny. So you just go in there and giggle. The nights that you the nights that you perform is usually on the weekend. It's usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you have the weekend. And then Monday they're closed. They completely shut down so they can get things cleaned. And then you have you either perform on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and that's your choice. So
Yeah.
you technically get 2 days off, but you do perform on the weekends.
That's fair.
So
And she does take the time to, you know, while she's on Earth, she'll take time to go see Luke and all them.
you do go and see Luke, although he is
In university right now.
yeah, he's in university right now. You did find out from him, unfortunately, about what happened to his adoptive mother, which was
Yep.
very, very sad. Unfortunately, you could not go and catch the memorial service, but you did hear about it later
Yeah.
and thought it was very sweet. Um, so, I'm assuming that you've already done the visiting to Luke.
Yes. Gave K9 a magnetic bone, all of it.
Yeah, every time you see K9, K9 is always happy to see you. Just, calls you mistress the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
K9 knows who you are. Who you really are.
Well, I would hope so.
Yes. So you have walked in to the Fantastic Dragon Pub. You are going to your dressing room.
Smaller
That's the word.
dressing room.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the word. Dressing room. That's the word I was looking for. And you walk into your dressing room. It's a dressing room. There's all the clothes there. It's what you normally find in a dressing room. Oh
Mirrors,
yes,
makeup.
yeah. There is a star on your dressing room door because you are technically the star of this particular pub. Because you're good. There's the reason why they book you, 3 nights in a row, and then you have your choice of either doing, there's a reason why you have two nights that you have off. You're good.
Yeah.
And you bring them lots of money. So, and they make sure that they take care of you. So if there's a problem with the venue, or you have problems with people that are like being creeps or whatever, they take care of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they probably insist on paying her, so she ends up sending that money elsewhere because.
Yeah, yes, because you're not. In their minds, you're not doing this for free.
That's wise.
Yes. they pay for your for your time, even though you're kind of sitting there going, "What do I do with this money?" 9 times.
What am I going to do? Wash my clothes with this? What?
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So you walk into your
the bank vault.
yeah. So you walk into your dressing room and you start to get ready for your show, which is tonight.
Yes.
We're going. Go ahead.
I said yes.
We're going to move the camera shifts from this place you're doing your hair, from this place to Kenny.
Yes.
Mr. Williams, where are you?
He is traveling in his starship.
Okay.
From the Staten system.
Okay.
Which is about logistically 5,000 light years from the Sol system.
Are you going to the Sol system?
I am in transit to the Sol system because I have, as he's pulling up his computer terminal on the side. You can't see it over here, but he's pulling up touching on a screen, a holographic screen, just scrolling through a repertoire of things that he tasks he has to do. Okay, that's done. Checks it off. Scroll. Really? Mom, you calling me now? He answers the call. Yes, Mom, what do you want?
was just making sure that you were doing all right, dear.
I'm a little busy right now, as you can tell.
I know that, dear, but you worry me so much. You go on these really long trips and you don't ever visit me. You've heard this talk before. This is the you don't ever
just-
call, you don't write.
He taps his fingers on his dash, like she can audibly hear him tapping.
Dear, I mean, you just need to come home every once in a while and visit me. It's been a while since your father died, and you're the only one I have left.
Yes, Mom. This is the only time you'll probably hear him like be sympathetic. He says, "Okay, after I finish this last job, I'll come home. I promise."
I'll hold you to that promise, dear.
He holds up a pinky finger. You know me, Mom.
Yes, visit your mom.
And he says, "Hold on, one moment. I'm getting another call coming in. I'll talk to you soon, Mom. Bye."
And you don't even hear her say bye. You turned it off that quickly.
Yeah. This is yes. It's his handler.
Okay.
And it's always just like a hooded figure,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a silhouette of like a hooded figure. All right, I'm in transit to the coordinates now. Do you have any other information for me?
Yes. We have a description of what this individual looks like. Or it's a vague description. We know that they're on Earth, the Sol system. We know that they are probably in some sort of entertainment.
Uh-huh.
You'll have to discover what, where.
Are my orders to bring them in, or what are the? Because I noticed that there's an update to the orders. Was it to bring them in alive, or?
The orders are to bring them in alive.
Okay, this is going to raise the rates. You know that.
We do. Or rather, the person who hired you do. Remember, I'm just the go-between. Don't shoot the messenger.
He nods. Taps a couple keys on his navigation array.
Just be aware that the people there don't know what you are.
Yes, I am well aware. I brought the equipment you sent me.
Very good. And is it in working order? Have you tested it?
I have not gotten a chance to. I'm currently in the middle of transit. These asteroids are so annoying in this system. He's like kind of like doing the control, and you kind of see it like doing the Star Trek shimmy thing. And he says, "Give me 1 second." As you can see, like he's spinning upside down, like he's kind of like doing like the 0G kind of like maneuver.
Right, you're not only doing the Star Trek, but you're also doing Star Wars. You're doing the
yeah, the barrel rolls and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he says, "Once I get to Mars, the Mars outpost, I'll be picking up the last bit of equipment there from you. But do we have any other details on the target?"
Just that they're in the entertainment business and that they're on Earth, specifically in a place called... Okay. And a place called... well, it's got two names. It's either called England or it's called Great Britain.
I think I might have been there once. Is that the place with the red and white striped flag with the
Yes.
50 different stars on it?
Yes.
Actually, no.
No?
50 stars is America.
Oh yeah, 50.
Yeah,
no,
he's confused, right? He knows, but like he got the wrong flag.
right.
Okay, so it's on the eastern hemisphere apparently. He's just like looking at the map.
It's where they it's where they speak. They still speak the common language, which is called English, but it's weird sounding.
Fair enough.
They drink hot tea
Oh gosh.
and warm beer.
I'll take a beer, but like not a. Oh gosh. You know me and tea. I'm allergic to anything herbal. My species doesn't do well with.
Yes. Just be careful. Make sure you have the equipment that is on.
Says,
And by all means, behave yourself. We
Yes.
do not want another incident like you had the last time.
Don't remind me. God damn it. Who the hell drives like that in space? As he does like a quick maneuver to the left, and he's like,
Like,
watch where
like-
you're
like some-
flying. He's
like-
coming
like
into
they-
the starport, and like some some bozo decided to like fly out of the station at like Mach 1 and just like literally like buzzed by his left wing.
right.
And you hear warning,
at the-
proximity, collision.
Yeah. At this point, the screen goes black. You no longer see the hooded figure.
Yep. hmm
You have been working with this hooded figure for most of your career, and you've never even gotten a name.
Correct.
They give you your mission. When you get close, they update you, and then when the job is done,
They pay
you
me.
contact them. Yeah, you contact them. They pay you. And then they're the ones that give you your
Next assignment.
next assignment, but it's not continuous.
Yeah, it's
It's like
piecemeal.
they give you an assignment. They give you an assignment, and based on how long it took you to do the assignment, then
That's fair.
then you're given some time off. Given some R&R, and then he gives you your next assignment, or they get you your next assignment. You don't even know if it's male or female.
Yeah. So, or what species they are, but regardless.
Exactly.
He pushes a button. This is the Crimson Dawn to Mars Space Station, requesting permission to dock.
You hear a very feminine voice answer back. We see you, Crimson Dawn, and you are welcome. Please dock at Docking Bay 94.
Affirmative, Tower. Crimson Dawn, proceeding to 94. Over. As he maneuvers his ship in and touches down with a mighty like kerthunk on the pad in the
Right.
hangar,
Right.
and the engines power down with the kind of like that.
Yeah, you know you're not going to be here long.
Yeah.
You're here to pick up a couple of items, and then you're going to leave.
Yeah. He gets up
So
out of
you're
the
not-
seat, walks down to the gantry, exits the ship, closes up the ship, locks it, and you hear doot doot,
Of course you do.
and the ship immediately cloaks on the pad. And he
And-
walks into the terminal.
You walk into the terminal. You see, it's a busy terminal, and you see an alien. He kind of looks like a potato, but you're not sure.
Yep.
Actually, you do know what this particular individual is. This is a Centauran.
Yeah, he's my contact.
He is your
Big A.
contact.
Big angry potato man.
Yeah, big angry potato man.
Can I
Actually,
give him a name?
Is he a nurse?
no, he's not.
No, his name is Doug.
His name is Doug. He has a very crudely made sign that has your name on it, but it's spelled wrong.
As he
And
walks,
he's just, he's standing there and he's muttering, not necessarily quietly to himself, because centaurs don't mutter quietly to themselves.
exactly.
You there, child. You have just narrowly escaped death. Leave now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Scaring almost everybody. There are a few children that are, or a few people that are just kind of going, creatures that
As
are
he
kind of going,
As he walks through, finishes coming through customs, he said he
Or you can play it from now on. I just want.
he walks up to the to Doug. He's looking around, kind of just standing there, even though Doug is like right in front of him. He's like, he should be here by now, and he just looks straight ahead, right at Doug. Hey, Doug. As he runs, well, not runs up, but like briskly walks up
quickly. Yeah.
and takes a mighty hand and pats Doug on the shoulder of his armor plating. How's it going, Doug?
You are here,
I am, yes.
Mr. Kenny Williams.
Please call me Will.
I will not. You are here for two things that were delivered just yesterday. Are you not?
Yes, the body armor and the upgrade to my my Tesseract coil for my ship.
Yes. Come on, follow me. And you see him with military precision do an about face and march. And he is a very loud, he sounds like a military elephant.
Yes.
Wonk, 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 wonk. Everybody knows when this guy is walking through the terminal.
Even the deck plating shudders.
Pretty much. I love what Lemon put in chat. A mechanic takes a short cross across the, quote, empty landing pad. Bonk! Ow, my head looks around, it's still empty pad. What the? I love it. You two, him marching, you are kind of sheepishly, well, I don't know if you're sheepishly following him, but you're
no,
following
I'm following him with military grade precision as well.
Okay.
Matching his stride.
Right. You two go to his office. The office is still in the terminal.
Yeah, it's like a little shop.
Yeah, he rarely leaves the terminal unless he's going back to his domicile to have a rest period.
Yep.
He's there every day. You know this.
Yep.
He's there every day. And the only reason why this particular outpost tolerate this particular Centaur is that not only does he do stuff for people who are coming in who are getting like items like you are, he's also the head of security.
Yes.
And he's very good at his job. So that's one of the reasons why they tolerate him.
Yeah.
So you guys have gone back to his shop. He marches. He tells you gruffly, "Stay there. I will go get your items."
He stands there, waiting at the door with his back turned to the shop, and he's just surveying the passerbys going through the terminal.
You're doing a little bit of people watching, I'm assuming.
He's looking for any suspicious activity. So
okay, that's
if you want me to roll anything, first roll of the game, or
no,
not yet. Okay,
not yet.
that's fair.
Not yet. You're standing there. You're watching the people who are going back and forth, and you see all manner of creatures. No, nothing like a human.
No,
you don't see humans walking
humans
through
don't
here.
know that there's a space station on Mars.
They don't. And this particular group has taken great pains to make sure that they don't know of the space station.
Orbit 1.
Yeah. So there's all manners of aliens, and they're all going to. You hear the announcer voice, like announcing arrivals and announcing departures,
Yeah.
and um,
One of the audible PA ads says,
uh,
"Travel
yeah,
the stars for half a millennia. The Pegasus Corporation."
you also hear a couple of pages for some people. Yeah, let's see.
Will
Hang on.
Robert Quinn please report to Gate 4? Will Robert Quinn please report to Gate 4?
Things like that, and then you hear kind of an alarm. And this one is, would all security please come to Gate 43? Will all security please come to Gate 43? We have an unusual event happening at Gate 43. Hamming it up at every opportunity. The Pegasus Corporation. Thank you!
Yep.
And then you hear this particular announcement go off, and then you see like a whole bunch of, not all of them are,
Centauran.
well, none of them are Centauran.
Okay.
None of the aliens are Centauran. The only Centauran is the one that you're dealing with.
Yep.
But all these aliens have the same clothes that your contact has.
Yeah.
And you see them, all of them, running past you.
Must be a big one. He sighs.
Well, yeah. What is the Centaur's name?
Doug.
Doug. Thank you.
Yep.
Doug, you hear him come marching back. He hands you your power armor.
Thank you, Doug. Do you need help? He puts, as he's putting on the armor,
Oh,
which is like medium armor.
right.
He takes the his carbine, clicks it to his back, which is a magnetic clip, and says, "You want me to meet you at Gate 49?
43.
43. My bad."
He stops and goes. He picks up the he has what looks like a data pad.
Yep.
He looks down at it. No, my team has got it.
Fair
Ooh.
enough, Doug. I trust your expertise in this matter. Thank you for your help, and
Just a minute, Williams. He's looking down at the pad. The pad is, scrolling
yeah.
all the things. And he shakes his head. The group of security that you saw running past you while you're waiting outside for this come back, and they have there's like 8 of them, and they're coming in, and the front 2 look at Doug and go, "Captain, we caught the individual. She just appeared and decided that she was going to run clear across the concourse. It was an unscheduled time jump." And Doug goes, What? And the 2 open up, and the person standing there has curly brown hair, a huge smile on her face, wearing, for Pete's sake, I don't know what she's wearing. Well, not that, but curly brown hair, green eyes, wearing a blue jean coat, a white t-shirt, jeans, high heel shoes, On the side, she's got what looks like a revolver, and she has a humongous smile, and she looks straight at Doug, and says, "Hello. Oh, you've got a friend." And Doug looks at this individual and goes, "Miss Song, you were warned not to do unscheduled time jumps. What are you doing here?" "I was trying to find someone. And it looks like your new friend is the someone that I'm trying to find. Hello, dearie."
Hello.
She looks at you. This is River Song.
River, you have to stop doing this.
You don't answer your bloody phone.
I can't answer my phone while in Quantum. Do you understand how Quantum calls are so expensive these days?
I do, but between you and the doctor, neither one of you answer your phones. And her hands are not handcuffed, but she was able to, put her hands on her hips. "I came to tell you that if you're heading towards Earth, that there's something, well, concerning."
Why am I not surprised?
Well, I know it's not the doctor that's on there, but he should be. Or they should be. Or... And she kind of stumbles around her words.
William just kind of like side-eyes her, like rolls his eyes.
Something is endangering the Earth, and the one person that is supposed to be protecting it is not there. I noticed it. I came up here. Well, I tried to call you first.
He looks at Doug. Doug, I got this one. You can have your men stand down.
Very good. Very good, very good. Men, you may let her go. Go back to business, and you see him stomp right back into the back room. So it's just now between you and River.
We're standing in the middle of the concourse as like people are kind of like parting away from the circle of the crowd that was watching.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he says,
pretty much.
"Really, River, you have to stop making a spectacle of yourself. Walk with me." As he's walking back to his ship.
Well, of course, my dear. Of course.
So
and you two are
doing the talk and walk, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is this strange anomaly as he pulls out a data pad from his side pocket?
Well, I have gone through some of the other periods of Earth, like in the future, and there is technology that should not be there. Like, I've tried to identify it.
What class? He says, as he's scrolling through the report, and he just sees as he scrolls to the bottom.
It looks like it might be Dalek technology, but I don't know.
His brow furrows.
I can't trust myself, and to be honest, the last time I went to that particular time period, things did not go well for me. So I was thinking that if you're headed towards Earth, maybe you could figure out what's going on in this particular time period.
That's
if it's
why
happening
I'm
in the
here.
Because if it's happening in the future, then it's got to happen now in the present. It might have also happened in the past. I will check on that. I'm at my wit's end. I can't even get in contact with him because he's also not answering his phone. You were the first person I was able to get in contact with.
Yes, after breaching numerous security protocols, breaking the temporal directive, and violating God knows how many interstellar sanctions just to get here. You have to be more careful, River. I mean, the law is the law. I mean, I know I bend it sometimes, but that's because I have a job to do.
When have I ever followed the law, my dear?
He sighs.
Now,
As he comes up to a ship and he pulls out his starter key. Doot doot. The ship decloaks, and that poor engineer just like is like underneath the like looking around, just like patting on it, and he's like, it materializes underneath him, above him actually,
around him.
around him,
Yep.
and he's like, what the? This wasn't here before. And Williams says, Williams, who knows this particular mechanic, Roger, who's like a he's kind of like an android kind of robot dude.
Mhm.
Roger, every time I come here, you forget that this ship can do this. Is she ready, Roger? Has the new part been installed yet?
I was working on it, but I bumped my head. You know, it's kind of hard to work on your ship when it's invisible like this. And then he turns and sees River. You, Miss Song, why are you here? I am here because I want to talk to Mr. Williams. She turns and looks at you and says, am I invited aboard, or am I going to sit here and wait for an invitation?
Williams walks up to where the gantry would come down, and he says, "You're welcome aboard." As he goes on his wrist and taps a couple buttons on his comm pad, and the hatch comes down, and he walks up. Roger, make sure the ship's ready within at least the next minute. I have a job to do. River, come along.
Roger, I'm definitely changing my lubricant. This one's bad for me.
Yep.
Roger gives you a curt nod. River smiles at Roger, looks at you, and just kind of nonchalantly walks up the gangplank.
As the hatch closes behind her, like the stairs,
Mhm.
and you come into this pretty. Yes, it's a bounty hunting ship, but
Yes.
interior is pretty lavish on this deck. It's
Mhm.
like he may have stolen a 400i in another game that I play, and just repurposed it as a bounty hunting ship.
That's fine.
And there is a
uh,
cabin waiting for you, River.
Oh, thank you. You always know how to treat me with such panache. Not like him, of course. I mean, he always knew when I was in trouble, but you're a close second, my dear.
Yes, make yourself at home. As he walks to the bridge.
Oh,
And-
don't worry, I will. And you see her just kind of do the backwards hand wave as she kind of traipses herself down to her
Cabin.
cabin.
As
You see
the door closes behind him in the bridge. Silence. Jenny, as the computer respawns. Yes, sir.
Captain. Yes, sir.
Prep the ship for departure. Make sure the pad is clear before we depart. I don't want to smack Roger with the landing struts again. That was a mistake. And set a course for, as he types in the coordinates, Earth, present day, particularly London Heathrow, it says. Just try to find an open area in the airfield where we won't be as easily detected.
Do you want to change the ship into a private plane as we're coming into the atmosphere, sir?
Why not? Let's have some fun.
Very good, sir. And
Alright.
you hear whirrings and dings and things spinning
Yep.
up and
And
the thing that was supposed to be installed has been installed.
mhm,
Roger has now gotten completely back away from the
as the engines go, alien
and the ship
lifts up.
rises up, lifts off, and you are on your way.
Yep.
Now we switch our scene back to the
Yes.
yeah, back to Tress. Tress, it's maybe 20 minutes before showtime at this moment. You've gotten yourself ready. You know what you're going to do in your set. What are you doing in your set? What songs are you singing?
She's let's see. I'm not going to copy wholesale. So she probably does some like
You do have a plethora of music that you can pull from, not just from that particular person.
well, yes. She might do the original version of Lady Marmalade.
Okay.
She'll actually add a Silurian song in there as well.
Okay.
Translated into English.
Of course.
And yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Tress, are you ready? Show is in 10 minutes.
Alright. I'll be out there in a bit.
Good to hear. We have a full house tonight, so hope you're ready.
I'm always ready.
As you are always. As you hear Cal walking away.
So about 10 minutes later,
Yeah.
you go out to thunderous applause. And you
Oh
start
yeah,
to-
she milks it.
Oh, she milks every bit of that. You do your
All the
first
different.
you do your first song. And then as you're doing your second, the first roll. I want you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, this will be entertaining.
Oh, yes.
16.
16?
Yep.
All right. As you're doing your second song, which is the Silurian song, and you're taking in the whole crowd. You're milking in this. The crowd. They are cheering for you. It's wonderful. You do notice in one corner of the pub, sitting kind of by themselves. They have a They are wearing a what to you looks like a rather long coat with a hood over it, and they've got the hood up,
Yep.
like this. So all you see really is like the bottom part of their jaw, and they're just
Yeah.
kind of sitting there. They also look very, very short, like about maybe 3 foot tall.
She is going to take note, and after the second song, she'll go looking or speaking to the mic and say, "Right, I'm going to take 10, and I'll be right back."
You hear lots of ahs, no's. You hear that because usually when you take a break, it's like
Yeah,
because I love you that much.
that's fair.
Hmm.
And yeah, she's gonna walk off stage and go towards the short person and say, "Well, I know there are short people on this planet, but none that try to be a hermit."
You hear from underneath the cloak. Hermit, well, I'm trying to hide myself.
Oh, that no, I just
And why is that little?
Well, people don't normally know what I am, and they're usually scared of me, and then you see the person, this small individual, raise their head. You note
The snout.
yeah, you notice distinctly the snout. It's copper, and you see two bright blue eyes looking up at
Yeah,
you.
she just has a big smile on her face and says, "Come on, we can go talk somewhere a bit more private, less crowded."
Oh, thank you. I don't feel really at place. They keep trying to offer me alcohol. I mm,
Well, you
As
walked into a pub.
I know
Just
that.
what they do.
the server comes
Okay.
by, looking not at you two, and sets a 2 glasses of Sprite down on the table. Did you want
Sprite?
anything? No, well, not
Oh,
Sprite.
right.
Well, 2 glasses of 1 glass of Sprite for complimentary for our singer, and then
That's
and
fair.
then there's
Alcohol is probably not very good for her
singing.
as
No,
she's
it's
singing.
yeah, it's not.
And then there's a glass of and the waiter says, "I found something in the back from that you might like, for the young one.
Ah,
It's
thank
cream
you.
soda. It's non-alcoholic."
You see the person kind of straighten up just a little, like perk
Mhm.
cream soda. Ooh,
We will be taking these to my bus outside. Let Franklin know that I'll return shortly.
Very well.
Yes.
I will. Does the young one want anything to eat? We have a kids menu.
No, I think that would be perfectly all right. Come
Very
on,
well.
she says.
And then you just hear John at the bar say, "Wendy, you have table 3 and 4 waiting for you. I'm coming. I'm coming." As she trundles off.
And yeah, she's going to lead the little figure to a normal-looking sized tour bus.
Mm-hmm.
She'll take out an old-fashioned key and put it in the lock and open it up and
Uh-huh.
hello. Oh, bit of forewarning. This
Mhm.
seems to unsettle people. It's a little bit bigger on the inside. And she walks in,
Mhm.
and it does. It looks palatial on the inside.
Yes, Lark say special cream soda. Thank you.
Mhm.
You walk in. The figure walks in behind you, and at this point, as soon as she walks in, she takes down her hood, and you see before you. She looks. Well, let's see here.
Like a very short Silurian.
Yes, a very short Silurian.
Well, aren't you a unique creature?
I am?
Well, I mean, I don't know about you, and, well, that's a rarity in and of itself.
Well, I didn't think I was a rarity. I mean, for where I come from, there's tons of me. Us.
Huh.
I'm tripping over my words.
And I have been terribly rude. She says, holding her hand out. I'm the songstress.
Songstress. Oh, well, hi. My name is Rags. And she also holds out her hand. And as
Pleasure to meet you, Rags.
as she does that, the cloak is not not a full cloak that actually covers everything. It's one of these. It looks kind of like a Jedi cloak. You know, the one that has the hood, but it opens up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a true quote.
Mhm.
Um,
I guess.
yeah, I guess so. Um, but what you notice when she holds out her hand is that you can see basically what she's wearing. She's wearing um a particular kind of blue, colored blue armor. And the cloak, well, it doesn't completely cover up her arms and hands. No, you can't see that because it is covering up her arms. You don't see that. Not that particular little bit.
That's fair.
Not that bit. And
Well-
she looks at Rags. Looks at you. And goes. So why are you called the songstress?
That's my name, silly.
But it's not. I mean, Rags is a name. Uh,
Right. Sorry. On
I-
my planet, the songstress is a name. You can call me Tress if that makes it any easier.
well, it does. Okay. So I'm on Earth. That much I know. Well, I've been here before. I think. I hope. Yes, I've been here before. But
Okay.
I don't think I've been to this particular country before. What country am I in?
England.
England. No, I haven't been to this country. The only country that I've ever been is been in America.
Well,
place We're a place in America that has so many, well, interesting things. Interesting people.
well, the British people are also interesting as well. Uh, there is one thing that we probably should do,
Mm,
and keep in mind they're friends of mine, so they shouldn't. This shouldn't go too badly.
what is that?
Well, I don't know how they do it in America, but in England, they have a department for extraterrestrial life.
Oh.
Not to worry, they're genuinely nice people most of the time. But they are human, so they have their moments.
They do. I think I need to explain what I am. Every time I try to explain this to somebody who doesn't know what they are, kind of looks at me like I've lost my last marmalins rolling across the floor. I think I got that idiom right. I am a kobold. And she stops there.
Huh.
Now,
Well,
now, I am trying to figure out, is that a science check or
I mean, that's totally up to you thing. Although
Yeah.
because of the way this game works, you also have to keep in mind that her tech level is stupid.
Who? Raxus
The
or
songstress.
no? Well, yes, I know that. Uh, I
She
am
knows a
going-
lot of things, even if she
Yeah, she-
doesn't
she
know
does.
she knows.
She does. It's not going to be a science check for you. This is going to be a history check for you. It'll be a history. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's a history check. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm right. Okay. Datapad. So, all right. I get advantage for this
Oh dear. Okay.
because of her choker.
Oh, right. Yep. Okay. That's fair.
Oh,
16. I got a 16.
You got a 16.
Yep.
All right.
15 plus 1.
That's fine. What you know is that on Earth, there's no such things except in folklore. There's no such things as kobolds. Not a physical. You know, there's no such
Yeah.
race as a kobold, except
just
in
gets
folklore.
Yeah, she just gets a big grin on her face.
Yeah,
A kobold, you say?
kobold, I say.
Huh.
Oh,
Wow.
also, when the hood went down, she also has a pair of what looks to be like goggles.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I
Um,
had to put on my
They look modeled after. They look modeled after booms.
Yeah.
She
Oh, no,
just.
Didn't think about that when I bought them, but yeah.
She just kind of smiles and says, "Well, I can honestly say you're the first mythological creature I've ever met."
Mythological? I'm not mytholo.
The reason people look at you oddly is because your species is considered folklore. These people, you're not supposed to exist.
Okay.
I'm glad you do, because this is quite the experience.
Right. Okay. And at this point, she pulls up the sleeve on her left arm. It is covered in scales. Copper scales, but covered in scales. She pulls it up to just past her elbow. And what's on her wrist, you know it immediately, is a vortex manipulator. Something something that shouldn't be here, especially on this particular individual.
I actually do have a question.
Yes.
Where did you acquire that?
I acquired this from a very good friend of mine. And and she flips it open. You see her push a few buttons. Now
No.
you see her.
Sorry.
Yeah, she pushes a few buttons. You start going, ooh, ah, thinking that she's going to disappear. Is that what you're thinking?
No, she doesn't want the reaction between the vortex manipulator and the TARDIS.
True. But you see her push a few buttons, and what pops out is a little glowing ball. Nothing else happens.
She just.
A little glowing ball. It kind of it's a blue glowing ball to be more precise, a bright blue glowing ball. It floats out of her manipulator, floats up to about the size of the height of Rax's eyes, and in a mechanical voice goes, "Yes, yes," and Rags goes, Lacey, do a very preliminary scan, because I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Just just to sway my curiosities before I go punching buttons. And the blue ball goes, yes! Oh, yes! And
I would prefer if you're going to push buttons to step out of my vehicle, please.
I was going to push buttons. Never mind. By the way, what does it look like on the inside of this? Because we never really described that.
Well, it obviously has the big center pillar thing.
Oh yeah.
Except hers looks like a mirrored basin. Like it's a
Okay, that's
Greek
fair.
fountain.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
And all of all of her stuff has a like Greek temple kind of vibe to it.
Okay. Yeah, that would make complete sense.
Yeah.
So you see this blue ball kind of do like a very narrow beam of also blue, just kind of very quickly, flip, comes back down to Rags' eye level, goes, it is exactly what you thought it was.
And what exactly were you thinking?
Oh, thank you, Lacey. Back in here. Oh, you mean I can't play? No, I don't think that person would want you to play in that, and points to the console.
No, I really wouldn't.
So, in here, I'll let you come out later. Okay. And the little blue ball just kind of goes back and melts back into the vortex manipulator. Rags nonchalantly closes it. I thought this might be a TARDIS. Am I getting that right?
Not a bad guess. I assume you've been in one before.
I have, although it didn't look like this. I mean, it had a nice console, and then things radiated out from it. It had the round things. Ooh, I like the round things. And in that one, there was a near human doctor, educational doctor. A Centauran? They look like a potato to me.
They well, then not quite potatoes. They do look like them though.
Yes. A lizard man.
A Silurian?
No, an actual lizard man.
That's okay.
Your guess is as good as mine. And then two Time Lords. One named V, and the other one named Jump. And Jump is the great granddaughter of Susan, or the granddaughter of Susan, who's the granddaughter of someone named the Doctor. It got very confusing, Kobold brain. And she points to her head.
No, I do know of Susan.
Okay, good. That was the last time I was in a TARDIS, and as I said, it looked like this. So I'm glad I got that guess right.
We're going to go take a trip. She walks over to her big fountain pillar thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she, unlike the doctor, hers is, she slides her fingers in,
yeah,
like calligraphical things, and it sounds like the bus just starts up and starts going down the road.
Yep.
Like I said, we're going to go see my friends.
Okay.
And then we can find out where... Honestly, I am very curious how you got to this universe.
How I got to this universe. How I usually get to most universes. I was sent. I was sent to find, well, not necessarily you, but you were the first person that I found. I don't want to ask, and if I'm ruining something, I'm sorry. But are you I think the word is time lady?
I am Gallifreyan, yes.
Oh, good. It's been a while since I've seen one of you. A long while.
In all fairness, it's been quite some time since I've seen one of me too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I, as I said, I was sent. I was sent by my friend. Well, she really doesn't want to be named right at the moment because every time that she is named, I either get eye rolls or I'm going to hit her, or she owes me money. It's usually one of the three reactions.
Ah,
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that the friends that you're going to be taking me to is going to say one of those three things once I mention her name.
possibly. Although,
I don't think you know who she is.
probably not. I don't know everyone in the galaxy. That would be a bit ridiculous, now wouldn't it?
In a word, yes. I had to come to the one Earth that they don't have Dungeons and Dragons.
That's fair. I don't remember that being a thing here.
Most of the Earths that I have, put my little clawed feet down, my pretty little body, they at least know what Dungeons and Dragons is, so when I say the word kobold, they go, "Oh, you're the cute little dragoness as adjacent creature that we've all either wanted to kill, or they're very cute." I'm on the cute end of the scale instead of the killing end of the scale, in case you hadn't noticed.
I can certainly understand.
But this is the first place that I've been to where I say kobold and I get stares. I mean, you say that I'm mythological. I don't feel mythological.
She nods, and she will actually take her other hand and do another motion, and some of the liquid comes out of the thing, and all the files on kobold mythology from Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing about humans: they like to document.
Yes. And as you were saying that, I did my own. I went to Wikipedia.
Yep.
And basically, what you find out is that this article is about a sprite from Germanic folklore.
Yep.
This is a mythical sprite, having spread into Europe by various spellings, including goblin, hobgoblin, and later taking the root stemming from German mythology, and the concept survived into modern times in German folklore.
Yeah. So she presents all of that for Rags to read while they're going to unit.
Right. And Rags just kind of sits down and goes, "Really? I mean, they could materialize as a form of undead." She's quietly talking to herself. As a non-human animal, fire a human, and a cradle? Ow. Ooh.
Now you see why most people look at you like they've lost their minds.
I know, but this stuff, it says here that legends tell three major types of kobolds. Most commonly and again, she's reading from this, the first thing that she picks up is the Wikipedia thing, which is what I'm reading from. Most commonly, the creatures are household spirits of ambivalent nature, and she sounds that out like she's
Benevolent?
while sometimes they perform domestic chores. They play malicious tricks if insulted or neglected. Okay, that's wow. I wouldn't do that. I mean, the chores I might do if I was asked nicely.
Well, you know, if somebody is taking a guess at the nature of a being,
Mm-hmm.
it's only natural to get some things wrong.
True.
Oh, we're here, she says, and
Oh.
she stops.
Oh, goody. You see her take the. I'm assuming it was like a big file of papers that you handed Rags.
It can be.
Okay.
Yeah, like, prints out psychic paper with all of the stuff on it.
That's fair. And she looks at that and goes, "Oh," and she takes the paper and she whisks it away, and you don't know where she's put. You know she's put it in a pocket, but to determine
Magic
which
pockets are magic pockets.
yeah, magic pockets pockets are magic pockets.
Yep.
And that is
Way
the
to go,
most
lady.
interesting article that I've ever seen about kobolds that I have. Wow. Nice. Okay.
For now, she'll walk by and kind of put Rags' hood back up and lead her out into the building.
Right. So she now looks like
That.
this again.
And we cut to London Heathrow.
Yes. We cut to London Heathrow. As
A CRJ 400 is coming in on finals.
right.
And
Is this a private plane?
this is a private, well, it's a corporate jet.
That's a corporate jet. Okay, so you're going to be going into
Yeah.
the private
Terminal, yeah.
terminal, and they're going to take care of very
Yeah.
nicely take care of your flying
Plane.
Plane.
Quote,
air
unquote.
quotes.
plane.
Yeah. So he comes over to River. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be landing shortly. Please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened, your seats are in the upright position, and your tray tables are stowed. Welcome to London Heathrow. We'll be arriving shortly.
You hear River just do just laugh, and
As the wheels go, as the touchdown,
Mhm.
and he pulls up to the gate, and the hangar.
At the private hangar, it's not necessarily a
Yeah.
gate. It's a hangar.
Yeah.
And someone comes up and pulls out the stairs,
Yep.
or quote the stairs,
And
and River. At this point, you don't know how she managed to do it from the time she got onto your ship to the time that she walked out of your ship.
Mhm.
She has managed to doll herself up to look like someone
Regal.
like a star,
Yeah.
just kind of commanding presence, just almost rivaling Tress. Almost. I did
Almost.
say almost.
And
Uh,
Kenny is in a
uh,
full-on business suit.
mhm. Yeah, I kind of figured you might be.
Yeah.
And River just kind of walks down, and you have all of these people going, "Oh my gosh, it's the famous actress." And I'm not going to give her a name because I can't think of one right off the top of my head.
Reasons.
She's in England to start filming a movie. Oh my gosh, just the entire
Crowd.
the entire crowd is just buzzing, and River, just like Tress, is soaking this in, and you're standing behind her, pretending to be her bodyguard. I'm assuming.
Yes. And he
And
says,
are,
"Make
are
way,
you
make
roll-
way.
are
Move
you also
aside,
rolling
please."
your eyes? Are you also
I'm
rolling
rolling
your
my
eyes?
eyes behind my perception filter, but my eyes are not rolling in IRL.
Right.
And he's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of like partying the crowd. Please make way,
Right.
make way.
Make way, make way.
And he escorts her to the terminal
Uh-huh.
and the private VIP lounge, and says,
Oh, yeah.
once we get into the lounge and like behind closed doors, he says, "You realize we're supposed to be here for, well, I have the coordinates of the last known location of the target." And he,
Well, my dear, then let's go. I mean,
yes,
they
I
think,
have the
they,
car waiting outside, madam. As
they
another
think,
person walks into the lounge, he's trying to like
Mm.
stay in character.
she looks at you and goes, "Thank you, my dear, and let us make sure that we get there quickly.
Yes, indeed.
Because I have a lot of stuff that I have to do before I get to the hotel and before I meet the director." And she's just kind of
Leaning into the character, yeah.
leading heavily into the character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it really a character though?
River Song? You're probably right.
So he gets into the, and
This
it's
is the only time
it's
she
a,
gets to be normal.
Yeah, that's
it's a
true.
Rolls Royce, fully loaded. You know, like
Oh, nice.
it's like it's vintage, fully loaded. You know, like it's been
Mhm.
modernized and stuff like that. And Kenny gets behind the wheel, and
And River gets into the back seat, and you hear her go, "You've even added a bar back here. Oh, Mr. Williams, you have outdone yourself."
only
you
for
see
the
her-
best. He says,
You see her, you see her take out one of the tall wine bottles. You
Mhm.
see her do that and pour herself
Yeah.
a little bit of the.
Yeah, as we drive off towards downtown England,
Or downtown London.
London. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. London.
Yeah.
England's a rather
Yeah.
large place.
Yes.
Yes, downtown London.
Yes, we're going to go to downtown England. Where is that? I don't know.
Downtown London. So we're driving through the busy
Okay,
city
so,
streets.
Yes. So, also in this Rolls Royce, there is a tracker.
Yeah, he's pulled it up.
You've pulled it up. You've put in the coordinates and all that,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like the individual that you're looking for.
Target's on the move.
It is on the yes, it is on the move, or they're on the move,
Mhm.
and it looks like it's outside,
Tower of London.
the Tower of London. Yep,
That's
Tower
where
of London.
Unit is.
Yep,
Yeah,
that is.
he looks at it like odd and he taps the glass. That is this thing broken?
Well, where does it say that your target is, my dear? You hear
It's visiting
River
the
in back.
Tower of London. It's not where it's
Oh.
supposed to be. It's
I know where they are. Just keep going, my dear. I have some friends that I want you to meet.
he says, "Fine, very well." As he says, he taps on the GPS, which is basically the tracker, and he says,
Uh-huh.
and he says, "Jenny, please reroute us to the fastest route possible." Recalculating.
Recalculating. Turn right here.
Turn
I've heard
turn
that.
left, right here, and and
just
he just
kind of
hard over, like you know, like the stunt double, like hard over, and in this
Oh, yeah.
shot, you just see the rosers go like back wheel just like screeching as it like makes the hard left from the far right lane.
Mhm.
As cars start honking, and it's like that action scene. It's like a chase scene.
Mhm.
As he's weaving through like traffic and stuff like that, and we cut back to
Mhm.
Tress.
Oh yeah. Wow. Really? Don't like it when it hangs like that. Okay. So, you take your left turns, your right turns, your straightaways.
Yep.
Of course, driving on the wrong side of the road, Kenny has also kind of thrown you for a loop.
Yeah, because his species doesn't drive on any side of the road. They fly.
Yes.
Well, fly, air quotes, but we'll get
Yes.
to that later.
Yeah.
He's having to get accustomed to driving
Mm.
because
And you hear River trying very hard not to be a backseat driver, but she can't help herself.
yeah, he's like driving and he's like, okay, looking at the where the next turn's coming up as he's scrolling through the GPS. He says, okay, left turn, right turn, and then there's a
And you realize that you're on the wrong side of the road. Oh, crap.
as a semi just comes barreling towards him,
Mhm.
and he corrects, and he says, it's a lot harder to navigate these streets than
And you hear River in the back. We're in England, my dear. They drive on the other side of the road.
I've
Keep
only
your eyes
driven in America, he says,
And I realize that. But
as he turns on his blinker and
mm,
he signals to turn right, and there's a red light ahead. He's like,
and make sure that you follow the traffic
as he pulls up
laws.
next to a cop car,
Just
as he smiles from ear to ear, as the cop just looks at him through the window.
mm,
And yep, after this right turn will be at the Tower of England,
right.
Tower of London. Sorry, wow,
Tower,
Oh,
Ta-
great.
Tower of London. Yeah.
that thing.
So yeah. As you're turning up to the Tower of London, Tress, you are leading Rags, who's still cloaked.
Yeah.
There is a bus there, like a tour
Yes,
bus.
there's a tour bus, and Tress, you hear one of the loudest noises that you could possibly hear.
The sound of a Rolls Royce.
Do you turn your head, or do you know what it is immediately?
She turns.
It's a Rolls Royce.
Pulling up
Hmm.
next to the bus as the
Pretty much.
engine turns off, and
That's
a
rather-
tall.
Hang on,
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
stop.
Sorry.
Let Katie talk.
Go ahead, Katie. Sorry.
Oh, Katie.
No, that's rather presumptuous. Perhaps the Prime Minister's in town.
Do prime ministers usually drive Rolls Royces?
Well, honestly, I don't think Prime Ministers drive. But their
That's true.
drivers probably drive Rolls Royces.
That's true. Now the door, the Rolls Royce parks itself, and Kenny, you're getting out first.
Yes, to open the door for our friend.
And please describe what you look like, and I'll have you
Sure.
describe what you look like in just a minute.
Hold on. So a tall man, pale white, blue eyes, long brown flowing hair, looking like he's maybe in his 40s, standing at 6'5" in a full-on tuxedo, business suit, steps out and opens the door as I'll let you describe your character stepping out.
Oh,
I know what River Song looks like, but
yeah.
standing there looking at you like you're a smug prick getting out of a Rolls Royce is a
I love it.
5'6", blonde hair, blue-eyed, Spanish looking woman,
Fair.
escorting what looks to be a midget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what looks to be a midget.
Yep.
Uh,
And she is in basically like a red dress, you know, the lounge singer kind of dress.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Basically, she looks like her picture.
And Mr.
Oh.
Williams says, I didn't expect them to have bring your child to work day.
I am not a child. You hear, coming from the short individual with this lovely lady.
Yeah. It's at this moment that Kenny raises an eyebrow.
Mm-hmm,
Is
I
that
bet you would.
you down there?
Who do you think it is?
What are you doing here? As
Oh,
he
do you
I
know
can
each
ask-
other?
I could ask you the exact same question, and at this point, without any prompting, Tress, Rags throws back the hood, you know, exposing herself, and looks up at this man.
and Williams just promptly puts the hood back up on Rags' head and says, not in public. You don't have one of these, as he taps his perception filter. And you can clearly see it's a perception filter because it's, you know, visible to you only, but
She looks at that. I know that.
he says,
What are you doing here?
I'm on.
Yes, I'm kind of curious why a couple of aliens would show up on Earth
He
myself.
says, shh. We're here
What?
on business.
And if you see River, who is just, she is immaculate. Her hair is just
Yeah, Tress just sighs.
yeah. And she looks at you, Tress, and goes, "Well, my dear, it looks like you're out to paint the town red."
Well, it's better than spending it in prison.
Oh, about that, I'm no longer in prison. For some reason, the person that I was supposed to have killed, it no longer exists in the records.
Of course they don't.
Shall we take this inside, ladies?
Yes. Right. She says she's going to use her Sonic to tell Kate that
Okay.
1, River Song has returned.
Oh, yes.
2, she is bringing in 2 other extraterrestrials, one of which she doesn't know,
Oh,
which
yeah.
should set off alarm bells for them,
Oh, yeah.
and the other a mythological creature.
Very much so. So you sent the message. About 5 minutes later, Kate walks out. Joe walks out.
Hello,
Donna walks
Joe.
out. Yeah, Joe walks out. Donna walks out.
Looks like we brought the welcoming committee.
In a word, yes.
Hush,
and-
now.
Donna kind of looks at all of you and goes, "All right, which one's the mythical creature?"
Tress just points down.
You see Donna kind of do the blink, 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 blink.
He's a kobold.
Right.
Yes, my first mythological being as well.
All right. Kobold, do you have a name? I've never met anybody so rude.
You get used to it.
Yes, I have a name. My name is Rags. And you see Rags kind of do for the most part, she's been, standing up straight for all of her 3-foot height. But as she's being talked to badly by Donna, not intentionally, you see
Donna's
Rags
being
kind
Donna.
of, yeah, you kind of see Rags kind of shrink a little bit, like this is not something that Rags likes.
Mhm.
Just kind of, kind of, uh,
Kenny chimes
Joe,
in.
yeah, Joe looks at you, Tress, and just kind of does one of her sweet grandma smiles.
Yeah, Tress smiles back because, Time Lord, so she still looks the exact same.
Mm-hmm. Well, my dear, it seems that you have brought a party.
That is what I'm known for.
You are. Why don't we get the four of you inside before we attract, I think Kate would call it, and looks over at Kate for confirmation, unwanted attention?
Isn't all attention unwanted attention to Kate? She says as she just walks by and walks past everyone and just walks in.
Right. Rags kind of, oh. Joe very sweetly looks down at Rags. Don't mind that one over there, my dear. Come and follow me. And brings her hand down. Rags kind of looks at her and goes, oh, okay. And those two kind of walk hand in hand. Now, Kate is now outside with you, Mr. Williams, and River. Kate takes one look at River and goes, in. A very commanding in. River smiles and goes, of course, and just kind of follows behind Joe and Rags. Now, Kate and Williams are now the only two people outside.
So, this is the famous establishment that I've been told so much about. As you can obviously see through the perception filter on the building.
Mm. Kate looks at you, Kenny, and goes, and it appears that you are the other person that Tress was talking about.
Yes, Kenny Williams. Mr. Williams, to be exact, at your service. It kind of does like a little bow kind of thing, but...
Not out here in. And points towards the
As
front
he walks
door.
through the door, there's obviously a metal detector.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't
the,
go off.
and
It
then the-
doesn't go off for Tress.
As the
Yeah, I know.
audible announcement says, please remove all articles, including weapons, from your person and place them in the tray. As he sighs, steps back out of the metal detector, takes off some random object off of his back, and it materializes to be a carbine. A very weird looking metal carbine rifle.
Oh yeah.
He sets it
Right.
on the tray, takes out a couple other bits and bobs like some knives and some things out of his boot. Like it's like that whole scene where like the guy's unpacking like his entire arsenal into like the into the tray.
Yeah. Yep.
And like after like that like a good solid like 2 minutes of him just unpacking all these weapons and like trackers and like grenades and whatnot, he sighs and says, "Okay."
Are
Push
you
it.
done, Mr.
Pushes-
Williams? 'Cause-
Pushes the
'cause
cart,
Kate-
pushes the tray through, walks through. Deet 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 deet. Please remove your watch. He sighs, turns off the perception filter, and bangs his head immediately on the top of the metal detector.
Yeah, because he rose.
A 8'6" behemoth of a shark man is now standing in the room.
Right. Yeah.
This
Rags.
is-
Rags also doesn't. Yeah, Rags also doesn't set off the detector because technically the metal things that she would have had on her, like her rapier, she doesn't have on her.
Plus, if I remember correctly, none of her weapons are actually made with magnetic metals,
That's true.
i.e., they're mithril, things like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Williams
she's
is so
purposely,
undignified.
she purposely left her bow at home.
And her gun.
Huh?
Rags has a gun.
Oh yeah, that's right. She does.
Yeah.
Amishes gave her her first one. Yeah.
Yep. I've just been neglecting to put it on my character sheet.
Fair.
Yeah. It's a flintlock, but still.
Yeah, well, that's true. No, but she left that. She purposely left that at home because she didn't think that she needed something blasty, as she points out.
Skinny walks through the metal detector, retrieving his basic items.
Yeah, his basic items. The weapons they're kind of going, and we're putting these
In a locker.
in
Yeah.
a locker. You'll get them
Yeah.
back out when you leave.
Yeah.
Basically is what they're telling you.
He just kind of snarls at like the security guard. You'll take good care of Betsy. He points to the rifle.
Yes, sir. And
Yeah,
you hear from the front of the line, you hear Kate go, "All right, you lot, come follow me. We're going to a meeting room. Come on."
As the 8'6" tall shark man follows behind.
Are you the last in line?
Yes. Because he is the last to enter the building, so that would make sense.
That would make sense.
Well,
So
as they're walking, as she goes, Tress, being Tress, says, "Hey, you know I don't like being called to the principal's office. Or the headmaster's office, sorry."
get it right. I know that, but seeing that we can't have this kind of a conversation outside, because as it was
Obviously.
already mentioned, we would attract unwanted attention, and I'm pretty sure that your friend down there, the mythical creature, doesn't want her identity known to the entire population of England.
Well, considering she found me in a pub.
And what about
Very
me?
true.
I mean, 8'6" tall walking amphibian is not the most common thing to see in.
Just before you guys get into the meeting room that you guys are going to be sitting down and talking, she turns around and looks at you, Williams, and goes, "You had on a perception filter. You can blend in. She," and points down to Rags, "cannot."
Well, then why don't you give her a perception filter? As he walks into the room and probably bangs his head on the top of the door.
Because
Ow,
that-
God damn it! Why do
because
why do
that
humans
is
make these
not-
so small?
Because that is not a technology that humans have.
I'm aware of this as he
No
ducks
offense.
underneath the door frame and into the room. Why do humans have to make doorways so goddamn small? As he rubs
The
his
same-
forehead.
The same reason why they make counters so gosh darn tall. Do you know how hard it is for me to reach a countertop these days?
Tell me about it, Rags. As he sits down awkwardly in the chair.
Yeah, Rags gets up into the chair. As I said, she's 3 foot tall. Sits down, and when she sits down in the chair, her feet doesn't touch the ground. So she crosses her legs and very quietly swings her legs back and forth. So she's very much looking like a child at this
Yep.
point.
That's
Kate is at the head. Donna had looked at Kate before you guys walked into this and went, "I am going back up back to the central to monitor stuff. You do not need me, and it appears that I've already upset that one, pointing to Rags. I'm removing myself from the situation so she's no longer upset. And you hear her walking back up to the nerve center.
You know, it's nice to see you thinking of someone else for a change.
And you hear a grumph as he's walking off. Joe, on the other hand, who's quietly led Rags, into the room. Joe kind of looks down at Rags. Do you need anything, dear? No, I got an ice cream soda from the pub that I met that one at. I still have it. But thank you. You're nice. You remind me of. You remind me of a lot of people.
When she did used to travel around with a rather great man, I suppose. At least by their standards.
Oh, yes. A wonderful, wonderful man. I hope you get to meet him at some point.
Assuming he is still a man.
Very true, dear. And it's very nice to see you. I think the last show I was at was, and she names the month, the day. The year was a little bit off, but you're not gonna quibble too much about that.
Yeah.
No. And you didn't stop by for a drink.
I really need to get out more. I'll try to catch one of your shows.
Well, next time Kate here has a day off.
Very true. I'll just go with Kate and enjoy one of your shows. You do sing the most marvelous music.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome, my dear. I will also go back up to the nerve center to help Donna monitor and to keep Donna in check.
I still can't believe you let her in here.
Who? Donna?
Yes.
Well, she said she wanted a job, and Kate offered it to her.
Oh, I suppose if one needs a secretary.
To which Joe kind of does that kind of particular laugh, smiles warmly at you, Tress, turns around and takes another look at Rags, smiles warmly at Rags, and walks out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just Kate and the four of you.
Yep.
Kate and the aliens.
Yeah, Kate and the aliens. Well, technically, River's not an alien.
Yeah,
Alien, human.
Child of the TARDIS.
Alien
She's a child
adjacent.
of the TARDIS.
Yeah,
Just because she has a Yeah, human adjacent.
Human adjacent.
I would consider River more of a TARDIS than human.
Yeah.
Fair. So, Rags now has lowered her hood so then everybody can see what she looks like. Williams, your thing has you have been led to here.
Yeah.
And the person that you were sent to find and bring back alive
Is in this room.
very much in this room.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, it's the person sitting next to Rags, which is
Yep.
Stress.
He looks over. So where? He's trying to piece his words together.
You are kind of at a loss for words.
Yeah, he opens his jaw. You see his actual shark-like
Right.
teeth. He closes his jaw like he was about to say something, and then opens it again. Doesn't say anything. Closes it, and then just sighs as he kind of slouches back in the chair, thinking to himself, "This bounty is going to be very hard to bring in."
Oh yeah. So Kate now kind of looks at River, you, Williams, and Rags, and goes, "Okay, so the mythological creature is this young creature. You said that this creature was a kobold?
That
Yes.
is what she introduced herself as.
And Kate looks down at Rags. Explain to me what this is. Why do I have to explain this? Do you not know anything about Dungeons and Dragons? Please, somebody know about Dungeons and Dragons.
Williams just perks up
Anybody.
and says, I mean, it's a board game from what I remember. It's you have these weird little plastic balls that you roll around and they have weird numbers on them, and it's there's this tiny little
weird little plastic balls, huh?
yes, and they sometimes are made of metal, and I had a few gifted to me by this one, points to Rags, but I have no idea what they do. And also, Rags, the little tiny one that looks like a triangle, you need to stop leaving them around on my ship. I've stepped on that thing more often than not.
Yes, but sharks have notoriously
Thank you.
tough skin. So we shouldn't hurt too bad.
Yes.
Right.
Also,
Okay.
not shark. Well, in human standard shark, but my species is aquatican. If you must know.
Right,
Hmm.
okay.
Hmm.
You knew what he was. We have actually crossed paths. He has landed on my little tiny planet multiple times while I've been doing things. He's been interrupting me.
I'm sorry about that, Rags, he says, with a big toothy grin.
Thank you. At any rate, I have been sent here by my friend, Lady Mary. To wit, River on the end goes, she owes me money! And Rags looks up at Tress and gives a... Kobolds don't have eyebrows, but kind of does the eyebrow raise. Eyebrows raise.
When you
yeah.
say Lady Mary, Williams was I'm assuming there's like smaller like plate of chips and stuff like that on the desk, just kind of like appetizer stuff, just for the meeting, and he takes a long crunch of like a potato chip.
Yeah.
And then stops in mid crunch when he hears the word Lady Mary, and he says, "I haven't heard her name in God knows how long."
There's a reason for that. I mean, the last time you shot up her where she shot up her tiny little dimension.
There was a reason for that, Rags. There was a bounty that needed to be claimed. I claimed it. Well, almost claimed it.
You
And
almost claimed it. Yes. Oh, it doesn't matter.
my handler had a whole ordeal with that one.
Yes, I understand that. Now, okay, Lady Mary has said to me, and she looks down the way and looks at River, and why are you here? And River goes, I am here because I was trying to get in contact with him. He doesn't answer his phone. This one doesn't answer, and points to you, Williams, and this one doesn't answer his phone either.
I try, he says as he looks over at you, snapping his teeth.
But I jumped to the future because I had things to do there, as I want to do, and I found technology that wasn't supposed to be there. It looked like it was Dalek technology.
I'm sorry, come again?
I said it looked like the Dalek technology. It has River repositions herself to look at you, Tress.
Williams just says, Does Does anyone not know what these? Okay. He pushes a
I
button
do.
on the desk, and like a rotating picture of a Dalek
Oh yeah.
in the armor comes up. It says these
Right.
things
Oh.
are disgusting. They're nasty. Yeah. Don't play with them. They
No
have little.
kidding.
They have little calamari inside, and oh my gosh, they taste so good.
You've eaten a Dalek.
Only a baby one, he says as he looks over at you.
What?
Yeah, that's your reaction. Rags' reaction is not 2 seconds behind
He's a
that.
shark man. What do you expect?
I'm sorry. The thought of eating out of a sentient trash can is. Ugh.
And Rags is just kind of sitting there going, ah, I think I need brain bleach. Ah, oh, lordy. Ah.
I mean, they are a
Just
little
kinda-
rubbery around the edges, but you know.
But that's enough, Mr. Williams. And to assume that none of us know what this is a bit presumptuous on your part, considering my
Actually-
people have been fighting them for millennia.
Actually,
My planet was
Rags,
destroyed by them, if you must know.
That was mine.
River goes, well, now that we have all, and she goes, now that we all know what the problem is, or semi-problem, I just wanted to I contacted him because he was coming to this time period, which is the present, from the future, or the past. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. I was trying to figure out.
There's a loud
I was-
crunch of a chip in the background.
I was trying to figure out if the technology was here
Oh, it's here.
before it got there. And apparently, this young one, looking down at Rags, also has information that might fill in some blanks. And Rags, thank you. I'm sorry, Kate. I'm sorry, Miss. Because Rex doesn't know what her name is.
I mean, she's heard Trask call her Kate.
Right. I'm sorry, Miss Kate, to bring this to you, but kind of what Miss Song is saying is true. What Lady Mary discovered, and as you know, she doesn't see all, and she doesn't know all, and she's not one of those types of people, but, what Lady Mary noticed was that there has been, technology throughout all of Earth's history that's not supposed to be there. Some of it is Dalek technology, and trust me, I don't like Daleks any more than any of you like Daleks. I think they're really nasty, and they have really big shooty guns, and they like to say exterminate. That's the only words that they seem to know every time I've met them, anyhow.
Really? I've noticed them to say, fear, run away.
Actually,
Especially
at
when
one
I
point,
come running.
Actually, at one point, I did hear one of them say, "Bugger, I lost them."
That has been fun. Yeah, that odd.
Sorry, I'll explain that after game.
Sounds like Clara. Good Clara Dyke.
No, it wasn't. I'll explain that one after game. It's quite funny. But some of it is Dalek technology. Some of it was other technology that's been spread throughout the entire timeline of this this Earth. So I was sent to find someone to help. Also, we haven't been able to find him, her, them.
What?
We haven't. We've looked. We've
I've
looked
been trying
everywhere.
to track his signal, but their signal, her signal,
Their signal.
their signal. Yeah. He pulls out his little personal tracker, sets it on the conference table, and pushes a button, and it shows a rotating hologram of Earth, but there's no pings on it. He pushes another button, zooms out to the entire galaxy. No pings. It's either he's in a different timeline or a completely alternate universe, but this device should be able to track him. At
Not
least
necessarily.
rudimentary. Well, unless he has turned on the what was that device on his ship again? The regardless, whatever.
Well, he could also be in what kind of space was that? It was called E-space.
Or he is the unfortunate victim of an angel.
Oh, don't tell me about angels. I don't like angels. Oh. You see Rex do a whole body shiver
And
right after she says angels.
so
It's
does Williams. He says, "I've only met one of those stone cold killers, and that bounty was never again."
Okay, so we've got a problem. The one person that's supposed to be protecting this universe, Earth, whatever, is not here. I mean, what do we do?
Well, I mean, we could become. It looks like it's and this is just Williams just kind of delineating tasks and thinking outside the box. He's like, because his tech level's high. He says, so maybe for the time being, I'm just putting this out there. We should be tasked with protecting the cosmos, galaxy, cosmos, timeline. What is there something in my teeth as he picks one of his very sharp teeth?
Why are you giggling and laughing?
Oh,
He's not here.
protect
They're
me,
here.
a protector.
Well, you're certainly smarter than I am. I'm probably smarter than and points to the other two people in the room. And Kate is just sitting here going, wait. You're saying that you can't find him anywhere? Like anywhere in the timeline? Anywhere in the cosmos?
Williams
This is
nods
concerning.
and
Anyone
slides the
actually
device
with
down
a
the table
button?
towards Kate. You try it.
She looks at the device and then looks at Tress, and then looks at the device and looks at Tress. Just kind of, do I pick it up or do I not pick it up? It's
Go
kind of,
ahead. It's not going to explode.
all right. She picks it up. She punches the buttons that would ping him. Her,
Yeah, you gotta remember these humans are still driving internal combustion engines. They
True,
are
Yes.
true.
microchips are still being perfected
Yeah.
for these
And I
people.
just slid a quantum tracker to her.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly. She sits there and goes. Okay, she closes one eye and pushes a button because she doesn't know what she's looking at.
Yeah, and
Pushes a button and it first it spouts up like a gobbledygook, like
alien. It's basically programmed to speak in his language.
right, and then she looks at that and she pushes another button and it corrects itself.
It
Like-
corrects itself
like-
and says, "For English, press 1. For Espanol, press 2."
For two, yep. For Francais,
Okay.
press three.
Okay, let us.
And she sits there and goes, she's going through the thing, so then it's in her
Kenny
language.
just gets up, walks over, pushes a button. There.
All right, and it displays no pings on the timeline of Earth,
Mhm.
and no pings in the universe. because you're sitting closest. Press. You can see this. That is concerning. Where is he?
Yeah, she's going to stand up. I'm going to need a few minutes. Yeah, she's gonna walk out. Guards or no guards. She's Time Lord. What are they gonna do?
True. Rex goes, do you want company or do you want to be alone?
I think she wants to be alone.
No. Hold on. Not that I don't trust your technology, but let's face it, I don't trust your technology.
Okay.
And
Mr. Williams, please stay here. You too, River. I mean, Miss Song, just stay here. Don't move. Talk to Kate. We'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be back. And Rag slides out of her chair, because slides, puts her feet down, and follows behind Tress.
yeah, who is basically going to use her TARDIS to track the other one.
Okay. Let's see here. I have. What is is that engineering? Or is that
Probably.
science? That's engineering. Okay. Roll me. An engineering.
Using the Sonic, get an
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah. Go for it.
$14.
Yeah, you can't find the other. Oh, no. That's not true. You can't find the other TARDIS. As a matter of fact, it's not that far away.
Well, it's very clear that the man's tracking technology is on the fritz, because there's his TARDIS right there.
Okay, but if that's there, then he should be here, and he's not.
That is concerning.
Hmm.
Let's go back inside and collect the others.
Okay.
We're gonna go drive out there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And after she leaves the bus, when she comes back, it's a nice sports car.
What kind of sports car is it?
Ferrari Enzo.
Okay. Are you trying to one up Kenny?
I mean, the difference is, her thing literally can look like anything.
That is true.
Because her
That is
chameleon circuit works.
Okay, but that's fair. That's fair. So, you walk back in, and when you walk back in,
Well,
River and Kate are having a very heated discussion on the joys of her, because she has now mentioned that she showed up on the Mars station, just kind of unannounced, while trying to find Williams. And Kate is reading her the riot act.
and Kenny is just sitting there rolling his eyes and just chewing on the chips and
Yep.
Thinking
And the
about
hummus.
Dalek meat.
Yeah. It's just-
wishing that he had a bowl of deep fried Dalek.
Ew. Ew.
It's gotta be like eating oysters. It's
It's an acquired taste, yes.
It's delicacy on Aquatica.
Yeah.
yeah.
Any rate. So,
Everything's a delicacy on Aquatica. It's gone.
True. So, Tress, you come back in and you hear Kate not shouting at the top of her lungs, but she's really, 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 really upset at River, who is just standing there. Her smile is somewhat faded. She still has a very faint smile on her face, but it's sort of like she has been just called up onto the carpet to the
Headmaster's office.
headmaster's office and being dressed down from the top of her head to the bottom of her shoes. That kind of dressing down, you know.
And Williams is just taking it all in.
And Tress, you're so glad it's not directed at you.
Yes, however, it probably will be, because she's going to interrupt with no ceremony.
Very true.
So, if you're done with your whipping post, Kate, I at least found the TARDIS. Well, his TARDIS, anyway.
Yeah, it's here, but he's not, which is very concerning, you know, for both of us. I think, Miss Song, I think that now you've done the thing that you said that you were going to do, I think you have somewhere else to be, at least, and again, she pulls up her arm. She has the vortex manipulator. Everybody knows what this is.
Mm-hmm.
She flips it open, and now it's doing the tracking noises and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, this particular vortex manipulator does more than one thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she looks down at it, and she hits a couple of buttons. Yes. Miss Song, I think Lady Mary, who you say you still owe, that she still owes your money, is going to request that you go and come over here and look at my screen, and River kind of peeks over because River is tall, taller than Rags is
By far.
by far, and peeks over. Oh dear. Yes, I am going to have to take care of that.
Then I'll go find our wayward Time Lord, I suppose.
She looks at Kate and goes, while your speech, you know, while your dressing down was inspiring to say the least, I must say ta-ta for now, because yes, there is something that I'm going to have to take care of. And she looks at you, Tress, and at you, Williams. Williams, the next time that a pretty woman calls, pick up your phone. She also has a vortex manipulator. She looks down at it, she pushes a few buttons, and she goes, goodbye. Pushes the last button, and she winks out.
Worst
To
choice he ever made.
To which Kate was like in mid-fume when River did this. Then she turns to you, Tress, and starts to open her mouth. What do you do?
Well, after she says worst choice he ever made, she's just going to say, I found him. Well, like I said, I found the police box. Took a
I'm
couple
assuming
blocks
that-
from here.
I'm assuming the three of you can go and check this out without any further
Yes.
problems.
Yes, actually. I might actually have a spare perception filter on my TARDIS.
Fine. If there's anything else concerning, don't hesitate to call.
If it has anything to do with the safety of Earth, you have my word.
Fine. She gruffly gets up, moves past you, and you could hear her not only doing the you could tell that she's angry, but she's also muttering to herself, like,
Yeah, because she is smart enough not to mouth off in front of superior aliens.
yeah. The only reason why she was doing it to River was that River did break, like, a whole bunch of rules and regulations and just kind of,
Yeah.
Rags now kind of looks up at the two of you and goes, okay, so the plan is we go to his TARDIS and find out what's up. Or down. Or sideways.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We go to his TARDIS. And well, since we go to his TARDIS, we
Right.
collect the information off the TARDIS, and then we go find him. So that we can fix whatever is going on with this godforsaken rock.
For the record, I'm not leaving his TARDIS in the middle of an alley.
He left it in an alley. How blind is he? Doesn't everyone park their various space vessels in actual parking pads? He gestures out the window to,
Well-
like, his Rolls Royce.
Funny thing about that is, once you get technologically superior enough, parking spots don't really matter.
Well, I mean, that's very true. But, yeah, okay,
Sorry,
let's-
her dad is a Gallifreyan supremacist.
Yeah.
He's gonna have some kind of pride in it.
Rex goes, okay, let's do what Miss Kate said, which is go and check this out. Let's go. Just let's go.
Kenny gets up and promptly bangs his head on the ceiling. Oh, God damn it!
Yeah, you
Taps
need
a
to
couple
put back
buttons on his perception filter and shrinks down to human size. Much better. As he promptly walks out the door.
Come along,
Okay.
guys. Let's go see about getting you fitted for one of those.
Okay.
Well, we can't have you walking around like that.
Okay. Sure. All right. So the three of you walk out.
Retrieving all my weapons for 2 minutes.
This one and that one and this one and that one and that one and this one. Yes.
Finally putting Betty on his back.
While you're doing that, Rags and Trez have gone out to the
At back alley.
Sports car.
sports car.
Oh, okay, that one.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Just waiting for Kenny to get in and do the. She's not gonna warn him.
Oh dear.
He's
okay.
gonna come up to the car, open the passenger door, hop in, and then be like, promptly, you see the scene of him promptly getting out, walking around the entire car, like,
That's
How
that's
the-
it.
but it's a Ferrari F100. It's not supposed to. Looks through, like, rolls down the window, sticks his head inside.
The inside still looks like the Parthenon.
Yeah, pulls his head out. What the?
Just
That's
get
not
in.
logic.
Just get in.
He gets into
Have
the
you
car
ever been in a TARDIS before? She's standing, by the way, over by the.
console.
She's got in and walked. Yeah.
Yeah. As he gets in, and, like, he's, like, looking around, he's like, I've never been in one of these vessels before. How the hell does it do that as he points to the door?
Oh, I think Lady Berry called it trans-dimensional. I think that's the right word. Is that the right word?
It is,
Are
yes.
I was like,
people definitely need to step up their game, he says as he sighs. As he walks over to the console and he's examining all the buttons, he says,
There are no buttons. It is clear. It is mirrored. It's a
Mirrored,
mirrored
yeah.
surface.
he says, how the hell do you fly this thing? I mean, he puts his hand on the console, and
Yeah, it starts glowing.
he removes his hand. Okay, quantum fabric, manipulation, interesting. He's just like mouthing off some like random like tier 7 jargon from like his species. Because they've dabbled in this, but they haven't played with it. Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, it's a quantum nanite solution that, like, it's basically in a state of quantum flux at all time, and well, I use it to connect to my TARDIS.
And when you interact with it, it interfaces with the operator to. Yes, I'm aware of what it does. It's just.
Well, she walks over and she starts, quote unquote, playing on it like a conductor or a pianist or even a professional finger painter is probably more appropriate.
Yep.
Right.
And he says, okay, so as he walks over to one, because he while he doesn't know how to fly one of these things, he knows the rudimentary like start, stop, interfacing and all that. And he's like, okay, if you're doing that, he kind of just surveys as he's kind of like running his hand across some of the liquid.
Yep.
Kind of just figuring out where everything's located. He says, okay, yep, nope, not that. And he's starting to assist with the...
Well, no.
Well,
Nope,
he tries something and it doesn't work. As like a random beeping goes off. He says,
yeah,
is that normal?
No, here, and she does a swish of her hand. You activated the parking brake.
This thing has a parking brake, he says.
Oh.
Apparently it does, because the one that he has, the parking brake is always on. That's the reason why it makes that noise.
He's gonna burn out the clutch.
What?
He's too lazy to repair it. That's what it is.
I'm surprised he hasn't burned out the clutch on the thing.
There is no such thing as a clutch.
On my ship, I have a clutch. I always drive a manual. Auto is just too easy.
She just...
Okay.
Dress just kind of shakes her head.
I know.
And points to one of these stone-looking chairs and says, "Have a seat." And Rags,
yes.
Down that hallway.
Uh-huh.
At the third junction to the left, you will find a room that has one of those filters, perception filters.
Okay.
If you take a right, you'll end up in the pool. It's complicated.
Of course it's complicated. Okay. So I go... And
Williams
you hear her muttering.
Starts
you hear her
walking
muttering. Yeah, you hear her muttering, walking down, and then it kind of trails off.
Williams just says, "There's a pool on board. Why didn't you tell me?" As he ignores the chair and starts walking towards the
There are
pool.
3, actually. That pool's on the 4th floor.
Says, I know how quantum mechanics sort of work, as he walks to the left, and then promptly you see him walk to the left, like out of frame down the hallway, and then you see him walk from the right, and he says, "Wrong turn." Pivots, walks around, walks back right, and
You know,
disappears.
I'm sure your primary school teacher is very proud that you understand quantum mechanics.
As you hear in Aquatican, a very loud, "I heard that," and "F you."
She returns it in the language.
Oh. Oh. Right. Okay.
She, like, I looked at the Time Lord thing. They are literally, you know something about everything.
I know.
Yeah.
So my
Oh yeah.
character finds the pool and is just swimming.
Yeah, there's a lap pool, a kiddie pool, and an Olympic-sized pool.
He's in the lap pool right now, just backstroking.
Right. So so you're the only one in the control room rather than the dress.
Yes.
About a few minutes later, after Williams goes off and finds the pool, Rex comes back with a device in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is what you sent me to get, but I'm not sure.
Let's see. She holds her hand out.
Rex puts it in your hand.
She looks it over.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Very, very good. Yes, this is what I needed, he says.
Okay.
She dials in a few settings and then hands it to Rags. Now, put it here. And she, like, on her chest, like, right in her, where her clavicle is.
Mm-hmm.
And it should change her into basically a small human of young, 14 to 18, but short. And she can look however she wants after that, but she does look human.
Okay. So, what she looks like now, she did look like a dragon-adjacent creature, copper scales, bright blue eyes, wearing...
So she looks Greek now.
Huh?
Bronze skin, or copper skin. She looks Mediterranean now.
That's true, she would. Now you see, we're gonna go on the other end of the scale, more 18-ish. Very short, still 3 foot tall. Rainbow hair. Still bright blue eyes. And she's still wearing her,
armor.
I feel like I've seen that get up before.
Just a bit.
Short rainbow hair? Can't imagine.
Yes. Well, this was very much shorter than the other one that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about Simone. Simone's actually shorter than Rags.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She's a gnome.
That is very true. She is a gnome. Yeah. Okay. Rags goes, wow. This thing works a trick. Oh, I have actual hands. I don't have claws. Whoa.
Yes. And should you get injured here and medically scanned by one of the Earth machines, you will come across as a human.
Ooh. Okay. Now that's good. her goggles have not changed.
Yeah, that's fair. And she,
Yeah.
Trust looks at the armor she's wearing and says, and the wardrobe is down that hallway, first door on the right. You should probably. They don't
Not-
wear armor. They don't wear armor.
Ah, that's true. They don't wear armor in this particular period. Okay, and you see her trot down the hallway. About maybe 10 minutes later, you see Rex come back up, and what she is wearing, for some unspeakable reason, is that she has found in the wardrobe a T-shirt that has a comic book character on it. It's a Marvel character.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a Marvel superhero character, female Marvel superhero character. It's
No,
on.
that's just Comic-Con shirts.
Yep.
Yeah. She's wearing blue jeans. Somewhere in there, she's managed to find blue shoes. She's going with a theme. It looks like.
That's fair.
Yeah, and she has found a blue jean jacket.
Fair enough. I mean, there are clothes of all kinds
Mm-hmm. And
from every planet.
Yeah, and she went and found stuff that she would feel comfortable wearing. The T-shirt that has the Marvel character on it. Trust you recognize the Marvel character.
Yeah.
It's one of the shirts that you don't wear often, except on special occasions.
Yeah.
Like when you found out that this particular character was added to the MCU.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
when you bought the T-shirt and went, I'm going to wear this all the time, except you've like only worn it twice.
because I'm usually in some kind of dress. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Very rarely are you not in a dress.
Looks and says, "Well, at least that shirt is finally getting some mileage."
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've heard about this particular character because I've read a lot of comic books. Lady Mary wanted me to. She found out about comic books from an individual, and then she taught me about comic books, and I've been reading comic books. Oh, I like comic books.
She just sighs and says, "Well, then I probably should not tell you where the reading is."
There's a reading. You mean there's a library?
Well, there's a library for the non-fiction, and then there's a library for all of my fictional books and things.
Oh.
Well,
Greg's
I
eyes
have-
shine.
I have all of the comics from Sontora from the 1980s to the year 4050. I have
Do
all
you
of the...
Do you have any comics by a person named who did Lady Mary say? Miss Jody Hauser.
I do.
Ooh.
But I have reading materials from most planets and most eras. I was a bit of a gypsy growing up, so I acquired a lot of things.
Oh, okay. The only thing that feels weird about this is I can't feel my tail.
Yes, that's probably. I mean, I can understand how it would be odd.
Well, I mean, well, Anyway,
It'd be like
okay.
feeling only one heartbeat. That is goddamn terrifying.
Anyway, at about this time, your TARDIS, which has been going at this point, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. At this time, you hear the TARDIS go like it's landed.
And you hear a loud splash.
She hits the intercom. Mr. Williams, we've arrived.
All sure
As
that's
before you
car.
when you finish that, Mr. Williams is walked onto like the catwalk kind of thing that goes to the center console. He is wearing a bathrobe. Well, not a bathrobe. He has a towel tied around his waist. He's in human form, but he has nothing from the waist up on. And his pectorals are showing.
Well,
Mr. Williams, I think if we're going to go outside and explore, I think you need to put on clothes.
No one told me we were arriving so soon, he says. Give me a second, as he walks wet-footed across the grating, rounds the corner, takes it about 30 seconds later. He walks back and he's in his body armor.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, Tress just looks at Rags and says, "It's almost like he didn't understand that this ship also travels through time." She shrugs.
Well, I knew that. That was the reason why I was hurrying.
Williams comes back, fully loaded, everything,
Never mind. Let's go find out what this place is. Yeah.
Yeah, she goes and opens the door.
Mm-hmm. And all three of you pile out of this. I'm assuming this particular Ferrari is a standard Ferrari. It kind of looks like it has. It's not all that big.
It looks flat and fast.
Okay. That's
it's
fair.
like 4 people just piling out of a 2-person car. It's a clown car.
Mm-hmm. So, you all see the TARDIS. It's just sitting there. And the door is open.
That's what it looks
Williams goes up with his blaster at the ready. But it just looks like an umbrella, because he's in camouflage mode. And he just pokes the door open further with the tip of his rifle. And he says, "We don't know if anyone's in there. I'm going in." As he enters the TARDIS.
Yeah, Tress just kind of pushes open the door and goes, "Doc, you in here?"
As you see, Williams just taking up a tactical, combative stance as he's marching towards the console, doing the left-right, the full military style, searching for hostiles.
Oh, yeah. Right.
As he comes around the back of the TARDIS. Clear.
You are rather fast. Doc, you in here?
No one is here, at least in this chamber.
No.
Says Williams.
You don't hear an answer. As soon as all three of you are in and you've done the
search.
The search. The door has still been left open. And as soon as you finish doing the search, the door suddenly closes, and the console. I should explain what this looks like. It looks like It's a big room with lots of ramps.
Hmm.
It looks like the 14th Doctor's TARDIS.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
that's what it looks like. The door closes. The Time Lorder starts up, and you hear the familiar sound that we're all used to that we can never do with our mouths.
yeah.
That sound.
Kenny points his gun at the door, and then points his gun at the console.
Yep.
I can come close.
Is it supposed to be doing that? He points with the tip of his rifle at the console.
I don't think it's supposed to.
No, it's not. Song.
Then turn it
Tress
off.
1. I'm trying, you fish breath imbecile.
He says, move aside, as he's going to use percussive maintenance.
Oh dear. Do you know what that does?
Dear God.
So where's the percussive maintenance thing that I was using?
Hang on
Oh
a
yeah,
second.
percussive maintenance, page 80.
I did not expect to use my first regeneration this soon.
You're not. Okay. You need to make a strength. You need to make an athletics check.
Athletics check, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So athletics, +5, so 1d20 +5. That's a 9.
Yeah, you go whack. And what comes out? You whacked it. What comes
Yep.
out is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Rock.
Did I
Found
just...
the radio. Congratulations. Now, if you would, please, move before you break anything else.
For you, Tress, I want you to roll me. I think it's an engineering check. Yeah, it's an engineering check. I
Once
think.
again, her neck starts screeching.
Yeah. Yep, it's an engineering check. Yep.
19,
19.
because advantage is fun.
Yeah, because advantages. What are you specifically trying to do? You trying to quiet the TARDIS? What are you doing?
First, stop. 2, find out why it locked us in here. 3,
Okay.
what the
Yeah, it's very much so. So you're frantically, pulling levers and pushing buttons and
Meanwhile, Kenny is just wide-eyed in the background.
Yeah, she doesn't look like a how you would think a celebrity would look at this moment in time.
Exactly. Rags knows what you're kind of knows what you're doing, so she's gonna keep her big mouth shut. And then just as you're figuring out how to get it to stop, it stops on its own. The Time Lorder shuts down. Again, all of you hear the noise and the.
She just, like, her hands go up when it lands, and she's like, I didn't do that.
Obviously.
Williams just
Guessing
says,
we stopped.
well, wherever we
Obviously.
are,
Just now, hang on.
Williams is making his way to the door, and he's tactically, ready to open the door and stick his gun out and shoot anything that comes through.
I don't think that's a good idea. And
It's really not.
it's not a good idea. Why don't you let one of us go out
But what if it's
first?
not safe?
Uh,
He's using his,
Well, we are.
his
yes.
ability.
Well, we are both big girls. We can take care of ourselves.
Yes. Just why don't you let us go out first? You can protect the rear. Just let us find out where we are first, because someone might get the wrong idea if you come out blasting.
He says, "Fine." He sighs,
Okay.
lowering his weapon. "But if anything's
Okay.
out there that's going to hurt you, Rags, it's getting a nice welcome from Betty."
All right, fine. Just lay off the trigger finger. Oh,
My finger is on the
Trust me.
safety right now.
yeah. Okay, as she sticks out her tongue, and she looks over at you, trusting. "Hey, would you like to go first? I mean, you are dressed for it."
She'll open the door.
You open the door, and you walk out into what looks to be. Now, I'm gonna have you roll Tress a
Mhm.
history check. Let me have you roll that. That's not the right button. That's not the right page. I can't roll that.
15.
Kenny, do you have anything in history?
History. I have a 2.
Okay, I also want you to roll history.
Huh.
No, Rags cannot roll this because well, she can't roll it.
She is history.
That is a
She
9.
is history. That is a what?
I got a 9.
9. Okay.
15.
15. Okay, Kenny, you look at the situation and you see all these people in strange looking clothes, like they're wearing like what looks to be long length dresses. Even the men, some of them are wearing tights or really baggy
Loincloths.
pants.
Oh,
No, not that far back.
okay.
Stop it. For the 15, which was you, Tress,
No.
where the TARDIS has dumped you out is 13th century England.
Right. She's gonna turn around, walk right back inside, and say, "Right, we're all gonna need costume changes. Let's go."
And William says, just like peers like over like Rags' shoulder, like through the door, but not like just looking through the open door. Says,
Yes, we're still on Earth.
"Why is that one where?" He says,
Okay, well, Mr. Williams, I will explain this to you as for getting a costume change.
"Do I
Yes,
have
a
to wear
costume
that
change.
those god awful pants?"
You might
No.
have to.
No,
Come on.
actually, he's big enough for something different. She says, and yeah, she's gonna put him in plate mail.
Plate mail. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see
That
that.
works. Yep.
Rags finds what looks like to be a very simple tunic. It is blue. She has found a leather belt with a couple of pouches on either side. She is wearing those horrendous pants. They are also blue, and then on her feet are leather shoes that you lace up. They're not blue. They're brown.
Mm-hmm. So right now, Rags is probably feeling a lot like home.
She is, but she feels kind of naked without her own armor. But she realizes that maybe the armor wouldn't do so well here.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why she chose what she chose.
Yep.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Williams is fiddling with his gun's perception filter. So obviously this thing is not of this time period. He's just fiddling around.
Yes. At the time period, I
I know. He holds up a fish-like hand. It's fine. I got it, Rags. He pushes a button and it turns into basically a musket.
No, you're about 600 years too soon for that.
Yeah, that's way, yeah, that's way too soon. Actually, what you would probably need more is uh,
Crossbow, novelist, or a longbow.
right. I think I have something. I have something. And she reaches in, pockets are pockets. She reaches in, and she pulls out a rapier that slightly crackles. And it crackles. She again. She goes into her pocket. She pulls out uh, a sheath, puts the rapier into the sheath, and also ties that. Also fixes that on her belt.
And Williams is still playing with his perception filter. Okay, and his gun has turned it into now basically a heavy crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
And Tressa's stun baton looks like a stiletto dagger, and she basically is in the clothes of the wealthy of this time. She isn't going to wear leather and stuff. No.
No, she's going to wear the finery.
Corset, dress, yeah, silks.
No, they didn't have corsets in the 13th
That's
century.
fair. That's fair. But she, yeah, like all of the.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And as you go back out into this bustling medieval town, that is where we're going to end this first episode.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on Time Treaders, Protectors of Time. I am Kenny Williams, also PA Kenny USA, Patrick Kenny. I played the very stubborn, very obnoxious, and probably the most blunt in the party, bounty hunter Aquatican. And I'd like to thank all our other players and our Time Master for putting this all together. It was a great experience, and I hope to continue it. I'll hand it off to Tress.
Oh, yes, please.
Hello, everyone. I am Katie Wynn, and I was playing the songstress, a Gallifreyan singer who happened to have stumbled into all of this mess. She is not anything like the Doctor. She doesn't want to be a hero, but screw it.
That's true. She's going to be one.
She's Gallifreyan. It's her good deed for the millennia.
Oh yeah, that's true. And I have been your wonderful Time Master. I played all the other NPCs. I remembered the best way I knew how, which I really should have watched how they acted. Please forgive both my Kenny and myself for not producing a English accent. We are bad at it.
It took me quite a long time to figure out my own.
Exactly.
And I kind of feel bad because Lemon is from the UK, and
I'm pretty sure Lemon kind of doesn't care. And Lemon just said, thanks all. See you next time. Steps into TARDIS in about 20 minutes.
makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do want to say that I will not be streaming this next week. I am going to be on vacation. I will be taking my own trip back into the medieval period. So, yes. There were lots of English accents. Never fret with me.
Yeah.
So I will not be streaming this next week. There will also not be a game this Saturday. Right?
Yes. There will not be a game this Saturday because
this coming up Saturday.
Saturday because we are going to be doing other things with other people and yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's happening.
Also on the 23rd, there will be no game because I will not be.
Yeah, because you're going to be going going to amusement park
Yes.
on the 23rd.
Yes. So, and if you are in the area in Bowie, Maryland, and want to come, you must provide your own transportation. Two, if you are visiting the parks and want to come in and you don't have a ticket, we'll meet you at the gates, where one lucky person will be able to join us as our VIP guest for $20.
Fair enough.
True. And with that, I hope to continue this again because this was really fun. We didn't even get to the meat of the thing because I had to set everything up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys are absolutely wonderful. The comment that I made, I was going to say this at the end of the stream. The comment that I made was, "Bugger, I lost them." It was a blooper from the Five Doctors. One of the Dalek operators, human operators, was following the other two actors. They went one way, the Dalek went the other way, and it came out, "Bugger, I lost them." It was very funny because it was said in the Dalek voice, so it was very funny. It's a Streampunk's one-shot, yes! Streampunk one-shot with a Campbell-like
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. And watch, our show won't actually have a working title forever.
Our show does have a working title.
Sure, it does have a working title, but I know where you got that from.
All right.
We're gonna play Star Trek. Why is this thing still labeled Eric's TBD?
We have no idea. And with that, ladies and
I don't
gentlemen,
know.
we'll see you next time in a galaxy or a place somewhere in our universe. Until then,
In a time far, far away.
hopefully, yes.
Hopefully.
Until then, be empowered to play, and always keep an eye on where you put your temporal displacement equipment. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Stay tuned after the show because we'll be raiding in to Rogan 27. Thanks for joining us here on Time Traders, the Protectors of Time. We'll see you next time.